to make a banana loaf cake recipe. It's taken from Mary Berry's Simple Cakes book, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So the first thing we need to do is just take a loaf tin and just lightly grease it, and then put some non-stick baking parchment in it. And what I've done is I've left an extra bit on both sides so that when it's cool and you lift it out, it makes it easier to lift it out having that extra bit on the side. Okay, so this one is 20 centimeters by 9 centimeters, and what we're going to do first of all is preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, that's 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas Mark IV. I've already done that, and this is an easy all-in-one method to do, and of course you can adjust the quantities if you want to make more than just the one loaf. Okay, so got a large bowl here, and in the bowl I've got 2 ripe bananas which I've mashed. And this recipe is ideal for using up some bananas that you may have left over, or if you find any ripe bananas in the supermarket, as they often they're reduced cheap, which mine I managed to get cheap. Saves you a lot of money in this recipe. Okay, so to the 2 mashed bananas, I'm going to add 175 grams of caster sugar, so I'll add that in. In it goes. And then I've got 100 grams of softened butter. Just add that in. And then I've got 2 eggs. Like I say, this is just an easy all-in-one method. And then I've got 225 grams of self-raising flour. There it goes. And of course, if you wanted to make it gluten-free, you could use gluten-free flour. Just check the recipe of the flour, because if it doesn't have xanthan gum in, you will need to add some. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And then I've also got 2 tablespoons of milk. And it goes. And then what you can do is you can use an electric mixer if you want, or you can do it by hand with a wooden spoon, which is what I'm going to do. And then you just need to, let's see, for about 2 minutes, just want to make sure everything is nicely combined. So let's just give that a good mix, and you'll know when it's coming together. You just want to make sure that everything's nicely combined. Just break that butter up, just give it a good mix. And this is a good one to get the children involved in, and it's a good way of them to have banana as well. So just bring it all in from the sides and give it a good mix together, and you'll see it starting to come together. Just make sure you get all that flour worked in, all the butter nicely combined. It is quicker and easier to do it with an electric whisk, but I do like you've got more control when you do it by hand, and you can feel it better. As you can see, it's coming together now. Just want to make sure all the butter is combined, all the flour is combined. And you can see already it's not taking me long to do. You can see it combining. Lovely smell of banana there. Okay, it's nearly there. Just going to give it about 30 seconds or more. So after about 2 minutes it's ready, and you'll know when it's ready if you just get a bit on the spoon or the whisk if you're using an electric whisk, and just hold it up, and then you should see that it just drops, and you know then that it's ready. Okay, so then what we want to do now is just spoon the mixture into our prepared tin and just level off the surface. And by putting butter in the bottom first, you will stick the baking paper to the tin. So let's just get that in. There we go. So like I say, that don't take long at all. Just get that all in, and then we'll just level it off once all the mixture is in. Just make it sure it goes to the corners. Like I say, it's a great way of using up any bananas you have left over. So all the mixture is now in the tin, and I've leveled it off, and now it just needs to go into the oven for about an hour until it's risen and it's nice golden brown colour. And then what you want to do to test that the cake is done, just get a skewer, or if you've got one of these cake testers, you can just stick the end in, and it should come out clean when it is done. Okay, so we're going to put that in for about an hour. So as you can see, after about an hour, it's risen nicely, nice golden brown colour, and if we put our tester in, you'll see that it comes out nice and clean. So we're just going to let it cool on a wire rack, and then we can just use the parchment paper to lift it out from the tin once it's cooled down. So now it's cool, I can just lift it out. Comes out very easy. Get rid of that, and then you can keep it in the paper so you can wrap it up, keep it nice and fresh. Just gonna cut a bit so you can see what it looks like inside. Like I say, it's a nice easy recipe to follow. So there you have it, an easy to make banana loaf cake. I hope you will give it a go yourself, and thanks for watching.